All right, hey, what up, everybody? I hope all of y'all is having a blessed and humble day. I hope all of y'all continue to have a blessed and humble day. Yo, I love Luenell. Listen, I did not know she had an interview with Vlad TV. So today, listen, man, somebody sent me this link, and I'm gonna react with it with y'all. Let's see what's about. They say the person that sent it to me says that she she has a very powerful message when it comes to the Taraji P Henson situation and much more. So let's see what Taraji, you hear me? Let's see what Lunel has to say when it comes to all this. So they say that Lunel has a lot to say. Let's check it out. Blessings, young Riaz. Blessings. How you doing?
All right. The mighty return of Luenell, fresh off her Netflix special.
I am. Thanks. What's up?
What's up? So glad to have you back.
Yeah.
So glad to have you back. It's been so long, not because we don't rock with each other, but we just both been really busy.
Yo, I really love her because she is so bold with it. She's just out there with it. Like, there's no filters, there's no nothing. Like, y'all thought Cat Williams was out there with it? Yo, Lunel is
all it's been.
All it's been. We've been talking the whole time. Yeah. Oh, let's do this. Oh, I can't do this date. Oh, what about no? I can't do that date. Finally, by the end of the year, though. New York. Exactly. But now we finally made it happen.
I'm here.
We have a lot to catch up on, but we can't go anywhere without starting with the whole Diddy situation.
Oof.
Now, you are infamous for acting.
Yeah, Vlad TV going straight into it. Like, he said the Diddy situation. Let's see what Lunel got to say about Diddy. I don't know if y'all can hear me, so give me 1 second. I'm going to make sure that y'all can hear me. So hold on 1 second. I wasn't even on my little profile, John. Let's get on here. I just got to make sure that my mic is on. And plus, I got to leave this on for the comments. I just got to make sure that my mic is on. All right, because the last couple times, they said my mic is off. So, all right, let's get right into it. Let's react to this. I just want to hear what Lunel has to say, give my honest opinion. Hey, if it's interesting, if it draws my attention, I'm gonna give my honest opinion. Like, if she's funny, guess what? I'm gonna react to it. To me, Lunel is one of there's a lot of God comedians out there, right? Like, a lot of people love Tiffany Haddish. To me, she's all right. But as a comedian and as an actress, I think Lunel's there.
Actually, you were like at an iHeart radio station and you actually drew horns on a Diddy picture right there in the hallway.
Yeah.
I would have did the same thing.
Well, number one, I was moved to do it. I was just going down the hall. There was a bunch of artists on the wall. The Diddy shit had just broke. And I walked past a picture of him and DJ Khaled. And I was like, I'm going to come back and do some graffiti because, it's New York. There's graffiti everywhere, shit. And so I asked for...
Yo, she ain't lying. In New York, there's a lot of graffiti everywhere. But if y'all had the opportunity to sit here and graffiti the shit out of Diddy's picture, what would y'all do? Shit, I would have did the same shit. But I think my little devil horns would have been artistic. Something to remember.
For a Sharpie, I would provide it with one. I asked for a Sharpie, and then I also asked how to get back to that picture because the hallways are full. I didn't know which way I came. So I was assisted in this, okay? No names being dropped. But I was assisted in the relocation of that picture. And I did it just because it was saying a lot without saying anything. And back in the day when we used to defile people's pictures, you black out their tooth or, do something with the horns and stuff. And his behavior, from what has been reported, is quite devilish. So that's what I just felt moved to do that, and I just did it.
Okay. Have you met Diddy at all?
Once.
Okay. So no relationship or anything else, nothing else like that?
No, I went to a Diddy party one time.
Any interesting stories from that party?
Lots, but nothing like that. I mean, just, like, you got Demi Moore. It's, it's lots of people, all white.
Vlad TV, you know better than that. Luenell's not a man. She is not Diddy's type. What type of question is that? You could have did better.
I think one year he had the all-white party here in LA. It may have been more.
Blessings, Nate the Great Podcast. Blessings, how you doing? Yo, if y'all haven't signed up, make sure y'all do sign up to Nate the Great Podcast. Great topics. And I gotta give him his roses. Like, he is one of the greatest male role models here on YouTube. Make sure y'all check him out. Whether he likes it or not, he is a great role model here on YouTube. A male role model at that.
Then once. I was only privy to go one time, so.
Well, Cassie sued him for $30 million.
And got it.
Well, she got something, I'm sure substantial, but I have never seen a settlement.
Blessings, Empress Line One Love. Blessings, how you doing? Yo, he's going right into the... Yo, like, Vlad TV, you going right into it. It's like, is you sitting here interviewing her, or is this like... Is she being... How can I say, like... It sounds more like she's being interrogated. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. Like, he's an officer and she's somebody that just got arrested and they trying to figure out this crime that just happened. Like, real shit.
This fast. I have never, my 15 years of covering the news, usually takes a few weeks, a month, 6 months, sometimes 48 a year.
Hours, like next day.
He said, take that, take that, take that. Before she put the phone down, the money was in her account. I have never seen that. And the thing is, I feel like that makes him look way more guilty.
Exactly.
Is Luenell doing the interview or Vlad TV? Because he's kind of like just, she's like, let me hear the tea. And he's just spilling it all out.
I know how settlements work. I mean, I've had lawsuits. I've settled. It is what it is, but never that fast. No. We'll drag it out. We'll drag it out, get the number down, go back and forth. Like, you know, at the end of the day, settling does not mean that you're guilty. It just means that you'd rather pay this amount rather than pay a potentially bigger amount by going to court.
Like Michael.
Yeah, like Michael. And he regrets ever doing that settlement, by the way, because I remember I interviewed his lawyer.
He said settling doesn't mean that you're guilty. I agree to a certain extent. In certain situations, I think people just settle because they don't want that. How can I say, like, that high conviction? Like, there's a higher conviction than the one they give you when you're sitting here making a settlement. Like, it's like a whole deal and shit. So I don't know about P. Diddy. Like, it's I wouldn't say he not guilty. I think he settled because he got a guilty conscience. Like, I think Cassie got something on that man. But hey, that's my opinion. It ain't gonna change until proven otherwise.
And Michael told him that was the worst mistake he ever made. People got in his ear and said, listen, just settle with this kid and it'll be over. You're going to make way more money. But it created a domino effect, which once again, in Diddy's case, has created a domino effect. I think 4 other women have stepped forward and claimed this and claimed that. I mean, have you heard?
I am. I'm trying. Hopefully he don't, because this is not my first reaction to a Vlad TV, you know, to a Vlad, how can I say it? It's not my first time reacting. He's never striked none of my videos. I'm hoping he don't strike this one down. This will be like my 3rd, 4th reaction to a Vlad video. I hope not. Damn, I've been lucky so far. Hopefully not. Let's see.
Stories, have you talked to people? Does this surprise you that this is happening?
Yeah, actually. I had not heard anything about anything like that. I'd heard about shady business practices. I'd heard about, the typical Biggie Pac rumor mill.
Yeah.
But I had not heard anything about.
Push come to shove, what I'll do is I'll download the video and edit the John and just upload it through clips and just make it private or just delete it. And when I delete it, what I'll do is I'll download it on my re-upload it on my other channel, but edit it already. Like, whereas in he can't say nothing. Like, it's already been mashed up and mixed up. Let's see. Hopefully he don't. See, Lonnie got me thinking now. I'm like, damn, I was brave to today. I was brave all the way to today. I was like, damn, Vlad, I ain't speaking nothing bad on you, nigga. Don't strike.
Diddy's alleged sexual exploits and abuse.
Oh shit, he did it to Lovely.
Well, the thing about this lawsuit was that it had so many interesting little details in it.
Like what?
Damn. Well, so I ain't gonna be cautious. I might take it down.
Apparently, in the lawsuit, and a woman came forward who was a friend of Cassie's, who actually talked to Cassie about this particular situation.
I'm gonna risk it for Luenell.
They were called freak offs.
I'm gonna risk it for Luenell. I just want to get to the part where she talks about Taraji P. Henson. So I'm actually reacting with y'all. Like this John was sent to me last night. So I'm like, damn, I didn't even know she did a whole interview. I thought she was in vacation still in Hawaii. Real shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So according to the lawsuit, Diddy would ask Cassie to find
escorts or whatever.
Large endowed men.
Big black dicks. Guys with big
BBCs,
black dicks.
With BBCs. So he could watch her have relations with these men while he pleasured himself.
What the hell?
Now, there's a term for this.
What, cuckold?
Cuckold.
Wait.
There you go. Cuckold. Not my thing.
No.
Not my thing. It's never been my thing. You know, it's just not something. No, not really. No, not at all, actually. Never done it. Never plan on doing it.
Let's see.
I have been taken advantage of in my life as well, right?
Yeah, we talked about that. Yeah.
Okay. But I don't understand how anybody can make you do that. Like, are the doors locked? You can't leave. I know these people got big mansions. They're secluded. Sometimes you don't have good phone service. But I don't see how anybody can make you unless you've got, and this is no shaming on Cassie.
Yeah.
Or anybody in that situation. I just don't understand. I don't understand how somebody could, like, you could not make me fuck him.
Ooh.
You. Okay. And you're bigger than me.
Yeah.
And all that. You could not make me fuck him without tearing up this entire fucking room.
Right.
That's just me.
Yeah.
You can't make me do that unless.
She's making a good point when it comes to the Cassie situation. Like, she's making a real good point on this. Like, because I said the same thing, but then I had to sit here and sit down and analyze things. Like, the Cassie situation is kind of like, that's why I haven't really talked about it. I kind of gave my opinion on it, but I haven't really touched it because I'm kind of confused on the situation. Because I said it, I was like, damn, as a woman, like me being a survivor, and it's coming from a survivor, like I've been through some shit, like, but I can't picture myself letting a man make me do something that I'm not willing to do. And it's kind of like on the Cassie situation. It might have to do because of the age. Because what's crazy, people don't realize that this girl got with Diddy at a young ass age. Like they say they got together, you know, at a certain time to the public, but you could tell, like, yo, he got with her before she hit 18.
So there's a gun involved, so I don't understand how that happens. And then they're around for months and months and months, years and years and years.
Blessings, Joel Delaney. Blessings. Welcome to the chat. Welcome. My bad. I had to answer the door. Close the door, baby. I had to close the door. My bad. Yes, baby. How you doing?
8 years, I think.
And then you go out in this persona and you're smiling and you're honest person. Like, I just don't understand. I don't understand how that works. I don't get that.
Well, I talked to Boosie about this. And he feels that Cassie is either traumatized or she loved every minute.
With Cassie, it's either she was traumatized by what she been through.
Mm-hmm.
Either she was traumatized, she was sick and hurt, or she loved every minute of it.
And I'm not the only one saying it. And I know I've heard a lot of people say the same thing. Yo, it's confusing when it comes to Cassie, especially when you wasn't even there to witness the stuff that went down. it's kind of hard to give an honest opinion when you're like stuck down the middle. I'm really stuck down the middle when it comes to the Cassie situation because it's kind of like, was you with it? Or like Boozy said, could she be living right now off of trauma?
One or the other.
Or both. Or neither. Maybe she just, I mean, you know, and then what happens to your family? You don't talk to your family or anybody in your family on any regular basis, and you can't talk on the phone because the phones maybe are bugged, or I don't, you know, somebody with my family knows my voice.
Right. Well, from what I understand, because people have spoken about this, her family, her parents would get involved when the abuse would happen, and Puffy would like buy him something or, you know, kind of pay him off, and then
so he bribed him off. That man, that ain't family. Family like that, yo. Like I be telling people, everybody's like family this, family that. Yo, I don't get tired of saying it. To me, water is thicker than blood, and people get mad when I say that, but you can't get mad because it's kind of like, damn. Sometimes family be the number one reason why you're stuck. You sit here busting your ass, making sure they straight. But when it's time for you to come and get yourself together and walk up that ladder, you reach down so many times to help them. What's the problem with you letting me walk up the ladder to get myself situated, get myself together? Like I helped y'all. Now it's my turn to walk up the ladder. Like we couldn't all do this together. And it's crazy. You would think that family be the first ones to help you. They not. They be the first ones to throw you off the boat. They be the first ones to sit here and drown you. They be the first ones to sit here and stomp on you. Be the first ones to hate. And I'm not saying it's like that in every situation, but hey.
They would leave for a while, and then at the end, then they would come back again.
Like
and then,
OJ and Nicole Brown Simpson's parents.
Yes.
Because they knew too.
Right.
But he bought them chicken franchises and Cadillacs and shit.
Oh,
so you whoring your child out.
Pretty much. And, you know, look.
She said hoeing your family out. Yo, you gotta love Luenell. But basically, they pimped her. Cassie's family pimped her.
Is it a coincidence that she filed a lawsuit after marrying a personal trainer and no longer having the lifestyle that she was used to after all these years through most of her adult life? I think that's part of it. You gotta, you know, because
yo, it's Luenell face for me. Like, I want to hear what she gotta say. I gotta hear what she gotta say.
She never pressed criminal charges against him.
I know, right?
It was a civil case, which means it's money. Now you could say, no, I'm doing it to make things right. But if that's the case, sue for $1. You know what I'm saying? No, you're suing for 30 million. So money is definitely, no matter what you say, money is the focus of that lawsuit.
It is, and I think that also when people sue for that large amount of money, that's the only way they feel like maybe they can hurt that person is in their pocketbook or shame them. I don't know. I don't know.
Are they trying to hurt them, or are they trying to pad their own pockets?
I don't know anything about.
You can hurt people all types of ways.
I don't know nothing about nothing like this. I don't know about the cuckolds. I know what they are. I don't fucking rooms with other people. Not since the 70s have I done that. And I don't. You can't make me
Google
fuck
that
people.
Coco.
I can't. You can't.
Anybody in the chat know
even if you made me put his dick in my mouth.
Oh shit!
You can't make me suck it. I mean, I just don't understand. Too much for Vlad TV.
A little too much.
That I can't take it. No,
well, you have Bootsy on here.
Right.
Not too much.
No, at least she admits it. She said, I can't take 15 inches.
But I don't understand that. Unless there was a gun involved, I don't understand. Even with the R. Kelly thing, I don't understand how you can't get out, won't get out, signal somebody right on the window, throw a rock. Help me, something. I don't get how you stay for years and years and years and years and years.
Yeah, I mean,
behind some shit like that. I just don't get it. Somebody, I'm sure in the comments will explain it to me, but I don't understand. I don't live like, I don't know about that.
Well, I mean, it turns into
blessings to the chat, blessings to everybody that's coming in. I'm not sure. Lonnie, do you have a gems from Empress Lonnie One Love? I'm just making sure. This is the first time I've ever seen that one. Gems from Empress Lonnie One Love. It's probably Lonnie, but I'm not sure. I don't think so. I've never heard her. My door stood open. But blessings, those of you that do got if y'all do got channels, let one of the moderators know, and they'll leave your link down below. Y'all more than welcome to drop y'all links. But since y'all can't drop them, the mods will for y'all.
You know, psychological abuse, mental abuse,
but
and
all these motherfuckers are sick.
Hey.
First of all, pussy's just out of style. You know, nobody wants pussy no more. Everybody wants dick, even the men.
Yo, I told y'all she bold, but she not lying. People, she said that. She said, "Ain't nobody want." Listen, they don't want the kitty cats no more. They just all want eggplants. She's talking about the Transformers, and I don't have nothing against them, but it's like, yo, it's crazy. I get it. It's like a lot of men out here, though. Like, I get it. She's saying this in so many ways because it's crazy. So many men here on social media that say, I'm a man. I stand on being a man. But then the next thing you know, out of nowhere, you see the men and the woman go. I'm like, I've never had a cat fight before. So it's unusual to see a cat and a dog fight, like two cats online, like real shit. So I get her point, yo, but she funny with it though. I'm sitting here like, what the fuck? No, she did. Yo, she gonna be raw and uncut.
Maybe not you. Team pussy.
Still team pussy. Yeah. Still team pussy.
It's like, has it always been this decadent and we didn't know? Or is this a new series of decadence that's going on in the world now? Was this always going on to this level? Because this shit is like out of hand with people. He abused me, but I also want to hear about the people who got abused like last week. Like, has everything got to be 10 years old before somebody come out and speak?
100 years old.
I told the day the shit happened to me. The day I got raped, I told that day.
Did you press charges?
I tried to.
So you filed a police report?
We did.
Okay. See, to me, that holds a lot more water than coming back after 10, 20, 30 years, especially because all these lawsuits happened right around the same time because there was a New York law that was expiring at the.
That does get confusing, and I used to ask the same question on why a lot of females waited so long, or I understand why the men take so long, but the women but then after a while, I got to see that a lot of women, it's not easy for them to speak up right there and then. So it's kind of like, that's why I said sometimes it'd be hard. And I know when it comes to, the podcast, I be hitting them touchy subjects, but that's the whole point. We're supposed to sit here. We're supposed to talk about it, bring solutions and stuff like that. You scared? Like, damn, man, you can't be out here. And I'm not scared to touch these topics. Like, I'm not a little kid no more. We all grown. Like, I don't see a problem with us sitting here and trying to bring our solutions to the table. And we got the youth watching us. Like, we're supposed to be leaders. So why not lead? Why not show them? Why not guide them? Lead them into the future. Hey, but I guess leading nowadays means just acting ratchet out here and showing these kids how to have a biggest downfall of their life. Like, real shit. That's what leading. That's why, I don't get tired. Nate the Great podcast, The Word, Papa Duck, great male role models. And I don't get tired of telling everybody, like, you can't sit here and call yourself a male role model and act a fool here on social media or out there. Like, hey, but it is what it is.
The end of November. Yeah. So it was like Bad Boy President Harv Pierre, Axl Rose, Marcellus Wiley, photographer Terry Richardson, Bill Cosby got sued again. It was like this huge list of people. Cuba Gooding Jr. got it again. Like, it was just everybody. And, you know, like Puffy got sued like 4 more times. And there was like a girl who's like, I was 17 at the time.
And all this happens around the time when something's about to happen. It distracts us. When we stop talking about it and we focus on the normal things that happened around us, it's like, boom. Like we were so fucking caught up on this, caught up on that, that we didn't realize what was happening here, what was happening there. It's crazy though.
And I have pictures. Now she has pictures at Puffy's studio.
First of all, my mouth is too big to hold it. All my friends would know if anybody had done. Right. Like I said, people know my voice. If I answer the phone a certain way, the next word
She said my mouth is too big to hold it. First of all, if I answered the phone. Well, now you just lost me. Your mouth is too big to hold what? And what does it have to do with you answering the phone?
I hear in my ear is my friend or relative said, what's wrong? They could tell that easily from me. If I fucked a celebrity, if a celebrity raped me, somebody's gonna know that day. I'm telling that day.
Yeah.
That's probably why nobody tried to fuck with me like that.
Well, I personally think that if it's serious, you should press charges. At the end of the day, you know, some people feel that, you know, it's true, it's not true, but I interviewed the Tupac rape accuser, Ayanna Jackson, and she broke down exactly what happened, and she pressed charges that same day. And she broke down. Now, some people say she's lying, she's not lying, whatever else, but there is a criminal complaint that happened, and there's witnesses. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, now you could say whether she was with it, she wasn't with it, but something happened and she wasn't cool with it, and she went to the police. She went downstairs. She was disheveled. You know, people from the hotel staff was approaching her, asking if she's okay, and she said no. They asked her what happened. The police were called. At the end of the day, something like that holds a lot more water than 10 years ago, 100 years ago, Bill Cosby raped me.
There's no way that I would hold it that long.
You know what I'm saying? Absolutely no way. And I never press charges, and I have no evidence, but I want that money. Yeah. Cut me a check.
And that's what I be trying to figure out. See, I try to figure it out with the women that sit here and want to say, oh, this happened after they've been out the relationship. Like, you managed to get away and you still ain't open up, but somehow, some way, for some reason, now you're saying that this happened out of nowhere, but it never happened. This whole time you've been able to speak up, and I'm trying to figure out why you never spoke up. I keep telling everybody, like, yo, sometimes it be real, sometimes it be fake, and a lot of these women, you can't believe them all the time. And it's crazy. I can't sit here and say that about the Cassie situation. Because me being a survivor, me going through therapy and all that stuff, seeing a lot of this stuff happening, I can honestly say, yo, shit happens in so many ways that we need more like details when it comes to this situation. Like, it's hard to come up with an honest opinion in this situation.
The other thing that bothers me a little bit about this, and a lot of people disagree with me on this, is that, for example, a lot of these lawsuits are by Jane Does. And some of these people who are getting sued, even in the midst of a lawsuit, don't know who the person is.
Oh, shit.
Sometimes it's not even revealed to the person getting accused as to who they are.
For real?
That's bananas.
And it's because, like, based on the law, they're trying to protect this person because the other person is more powerful and they could do things.
Okay, yeah. It depends on the situation and the case. It depends. Like, yep, she would say something. I would too. Listen, when it comes to that type of situation, I ain't holding shit in. I spoke up at an early age and I was told that I shouldn't have did that. I shouldn't have did this. And now that I'm older, without knowing it, I was doing everything the right way. And I never knew that I was actually doing everything the right way. While the whole time, the world was making me feel bad for speaking up and for saying, you know, everything that happened to me. From a young age, I'm telling you, I had people that was there trying to comfort me, but I also had people that was like, why did you say something? Why did you do this? Like, but now that I'm older, I look at those same people and I'm like, yo, you're the same type of person that would sit here and help somebody commit the same type of crime that was committed against me, huh? Or you're the same type of person that would sit here and commit the same type of crime that was committed against me. Hey, but to each his own. People make you think some shit about them, yo. Real shit.
Things to them, but to me, it's just unfair because you're putting this person publicly on blast. Mm-hmm. If you lose this lawsuit, if it gets thrown out, mm-hmm. or if you lose it in a court of law, you have no repercussions. You have a lawyer that's doing on contingency, so there's no money out your pocket. Your, mm-hmm. Your identity's hidden. You go back to work like nothing's happened. This person has to hold this forever. So my whole thing is, if you're going to be a Jane Doe suing, the person you should be suing should be a John Doe as well. That's shit. How I think you could fix it.
Well, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know nothing about this. This is not my. I don't know nothing about none of this because I'm just a.
Luenell is like, yo, you ain't putting me in the middle of this. I ain't gonna be the one over here, and God's eye, I ain't the next target. Next question. Let's move on. Yo, Luenell not dumb. She's smart.
I'm just a different type of chick. I'm telling. I'm suing immediately.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna know. Yep. I'm going on Instagram Live. I'm snitching. I'm telling.
Hey.
Yeah.
Immediately. And I don't know how to.
Yo, she said, I'm going on Instagram Live. I'm snitching. I'm telling. Yo, I can't with her, yo.
This works. So I guess you have to be in that. See, they're up in another hemisphere than regular folk, too. They're very insulated. They can do what they want. They got people on payroll. And the people on payroll is guilty as everybody, too.
Yeah.
Because that means that you done sold your soul to watch other people get taken advantage of. And you're aiding and abetting in that situation. So you're fucked up too.
Yeah, I mean, Puffy's lawyer, not Puffy's lawyer, Puffy's bodyguards, he'll come forward and was, one of them said, one of them, Roger Bonds, was actually listed in the paperwork of Cassie's lawsuit. And he came forward and said, yeah, it's true. And the only reason I'm saying now is because I had 4 daughters, but
he had 4 daughters then.
He had 4 daughters then. So that's the argument. Like, well, if it was so bad, how come you kept working for this guy?
Yes, exactly.
That's ultimately the argument there.
Everybody involved in all the R. Kelly shit, all the cover-up boys, all the ticket bookers, all that shit, and everybody involved that aided and abetted in Diddy or anybody who does this, Epstein and all the motherfuckers, everybody's guilty. Everybody's guilty.
And now it's getting.
That's a fact. That's a big, big fact. That's why, I say the same thing with this, even though we know that Diddy's guilty for a lot of the stuff that he's being accused of, I still feel as though it's being used as a distraction. The same thing with the R. Kelly situation. All these people want to come out and speak up after the fact. Like, everybody should be held accountable. Like, the people that, like, if R. Kelly did what he did, right, with that little girl, and I say if because I'm so confused with that little videotape. I've never seen it once, so I can't really speak on the tape. I don't know if it was a little girl. I don't know if it was a girl acting as a woman acting as a little girl, because they do got little, they got women out there that look like little girls. Like, it's crazy. Listen, man, that's a topic for another live. But they used it as a distraction so much that I'm to the point that I'm like, yo, this is so... When it comes to these celebrities, we don't know if it's true or not, but one thing that we do know that is facts is about these popes and priests and pastors and all this, sitting here touching these underage boys and stuff like that. When are we going to come, survive in the Catholic churches and the priests and the popes and the pastors and all that? Like, but people don't realize we're never going to know what the distraction is until everybody, like, after the whole... It's like when war starts, right? And then you see all the bombs, the shooting, the smoke, all this. Once the air is cleared out, that's when people start realizing and seeing what the hell was happening and what was being done. While we was all focused on this, and that. Like, these be some big ass distractions, like, and people don't realize. That's why I don't stay focused on celebrity shit like that. Like, I watch it, I listen to it. I got comedians that I like. I got bloggers that I like watching and listening to. I got actors that I like that I like. But that don't mean that I'm sitting here like I was 15 years old stuck to the TV waiting on every little gossip that comes on about them. At the end of the day, I know that these people got a normal life just like me. They just have to they got a bigger bag. That's why I'm like, yo, I fucks with Luenell. Like, she's speaking facts.
getting even crazier. Now there's rumors about TD Jakes being involved in these various situations and so forth. Not to say it's real.
No, listen.
I'm not saying it's real, but TD Jakes was trending the other day.
I know it. But
for a reason he didn't want to be trending for.
And I shook my head, not to say that's ridiculous. I shook my head to say, unfortunately, I don't put nothing past nobody no more.
There you go.
I just can't get shocked.
See? I don't put nothing past anybody. And that's how I feel about everybody around me. Like, I wouldn't pass it. They say, Ray, defend this person for what? I'm going to sit here defend this person. I'm going to end up with the knife behind me? Nah, I got to sit here, pull this knife off of me. I'm sitting here defending them. Like, yo, I'm falling head over heels. Like, yo, I'm over here on my fucking, like, and the whole time this person was wrong and everybody else was right. Like, nah. I would not put it past it.
No more.
Yep.
I've been so disappointed in the people that I've looked up to and found out about their dirty, shady, fucked up ways.
Yep.
Facts.
And I knew this.
And that's how I feel. Like, people, for some reason, people end up showing you your true colors. And I've always said this. I got this shield up. Like, I could only sit here, put the shield down, observe, do my research, collect the data, put that shield back up. All right, keep it moving. Like, yo, why you so cold? No, man, I'm not cold. It's just that at the end of the day, I gotta watch it. I gotta watch my circle. I gotta watch everybody around me. Like, I can't trust nobody. I trust no one but God.
Before it ever started coming out in papers, because I know people, some people who spoke about it publicly and then they got persecuted. I'll tell you, okay.
Taraji P. Henson recently did an interview where she started to cry at one point about what she felt was low wages for her acting roles. She even said that she considered just leaving acting and finding a different career at one point. You know, Taraji?
It's crazy. I've spoken about this before, and my perspective and my opinion will never change, because ever since Monique spoke about this stuff, I've sat here and I've said, I'm like, yo, Monique is right. But people want to sit here and bring her down because of what she was saying, probably because of how she said it. But at the end of the day, she was fighting for something that a lot of women should have been fighting for. But a lot of these women were so focused on the wrong shit. I'm dead serious. Like, a lot of people don't get it. Us women, we can come together and get a lot of things done, and we can sit here and fight and get a lot. Yo, I'm telling y'all, like, I gotta find the right words to say it. Like, I know y'all see me because, like, YouTube will sit here and strike you for anything. That's why I'm pausing this, because look, I have a right to react to the video. Like, I'm not saying nothing bad. As long as I pause it, as much as I'm doing, I can react to it. I let the link down there. I've dropped the link for anybody that wants to hit it. Oh, y'all can leave your comments there. It doesn't matter. Listen, like I said, I always put the link there for anybody that wants to give their opinions, their perspective about what's going on or what's being said in the live. Like, and I'm starting to say it. Like, I've been saying it for the past couple of days. Yo, listen, don't wait for me to get off of a live, for me, for you to sit here, DM me or email me about something that was said during the live. Like, yo, say it right there. Leave your comments down below. Unless you're not disrespectful, your comments gonna stay. Like, don't wait. Don't tell me about people. Don't tell me who you don't like. None of that. Who you don't like has nothing to do with me. So I always leave the link there. This is a podcast. Speak your mind.
We have been in each other's company, yes.
Okay.
We both are in Think Like a Man, too.
Okay, right.
We made a movie.
You being an actress as well, what is your take on this?
I think every woman, especially ethnic women, Black, Latina, specifically, I think every woman in every field of every job is underpaid.
Okay.
I know that in
big facts, and what a lot of people don't realize, the men do get paid more than women. That's why I said these women got the right idea. It's the route they took to deliver this message. Like, yo, if we really wanted to, we can come together and put our ideas to the table and bring a lot of resolutions. But us females is too busy beefing and doing this and doing that. I don't know what's up with a lot of women nowadays. Like, yo, y'all don't get it. We got all this power in the palms of our hands, and what we doing with it? Doing all the wrong shit with it.
Comedy, the men oftentimes are making more money than the women because, number one, they can. Number two, they get on the golf course and circle jerk and smoke cigars and get together and make deals amongst each other. Women aren't there for that. Even if you're a buddy of theirs, they can do more shows because they are in fact men, and they've got women home holding it down for them. So rather than do 4 shows in a weekend, maybe they can do 7, maybe they can do 12 or even 11 or whatever like that, and make more money, like I'm talking about in the clubs, than per se a woman who actually is probably alone, because the men in the field always got somebody to they can always get a girlfriend or a wife, but us women, we don't. Subsequently, the fact that we're getting underpaid makes, you talk about women, we got attitude and all this kind of stuff. You work just as hard, if not harder. And Taraji should be making Meryl Streep money. She should be. She's a great actress. She's done the Black Circuit movies, and then she's done some, Benjamin Button mainstream, she's done some great shit. She's a great fucking actress. Her, Angela Bassett, Sheryl Lee Ralph, they should be making the top.
Look how long it took for them to give Angela Bassett an award. Like, she should have been recognized. I've always said that. Like, why it took them so long to recognize Angela Bassett? Like, she is such a great actress. It took them forever. That's a fact. That's a fact, Joe. Which shouldn't be the case. We should support. That's a fact. I've been preaching that for the longest. And what's crazy is one little thing, right? After a lot of us females get together, the smallest little thing could break the group up. And they say, men, their group could hold on longer when they're coming together for something than what a group of females can. It's messed up, fucked up to say, and a lot of women don't want to hear it. But we need to sit here and realize that sometimes our shit stinks. As smart as we are, we sit here, we fucking up. And I'm not saying everybody. I'm just speaking in general. And if that shoe fits, hey, wear that itch.
$. In accordance with some of these male actors and top white female actresses. Monique spoke on it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. See?
It was her delivery. It wasn't really what she.
I'm so glad she said it, because I've been saying it for the longest. Monique spoke on it. Monique was the first woman to speak on it. And because of how she made that delivery, she got so much lashback. Instead of the women sitting here like, yo, okay, Monique, we get your point. No, they wanted to beef. But look now is a case where a lot of women are going to have to come together for this. Because, see, where I think a lot of women fuck up is at, right? They talking about equal rights this, equal rights that. But if we want to be as equal as a man, right? I understand the whole, the whole situation, the whole problem. But if we want to be as equal as a man, like, yo, that don't mean sitting here acting just like a man, dressing like a man, thinking that we men. Like, you see where I'm coming? Like, the movie's called Think Like a Man, not Be a Man. And that's the problem with a lot of women. And a lot of women get mad when this shit is being said to them. Like, yo, you trying to be just like a man. Like, I don't mind being strong. I don't mind doing none of that. I don't mind being the leader of my household and all this shit. But I'm going to sit here and admit that my man is the one that sits here and helps me build. And I'm helping him build. Like, I'm not going to sit here and, how can I say, that belittle the man that's sitting here helping me. Because that's what's going on a lot too. Like, a lot of these women wanting to become in power, like they sit here and they try to belittle these men and try to become better than this man. Be better than you. Be a better woman than what you was yesterday. If you're trying to prove a point, prove it. Don't say, because it's not what we say, it's how we say it. And Monique kind of fucked up. She had a great message. She made a great point. But the way she went about the situation.
What she was saying was correct. It's just her delivery, and people was just not feeling her at the time. But yeah, I think she has a point, and it's good to show the frustration because everything is not, a joke. Like this shit is serious. That's what we went on strike for, and everything is to get your money up.
X.
And if she worked just as hard as another male actor, then there's levels to the shit though, like she may not make Denzel money, but she should definitely make, Pauly Shore money or whatever.
Well, I mean, according to the internet, has a net worth of about 12 million, which is not bad. It's a nice chunk of change.
That's still just a percentage of what she really made,
right? But let me be the bad guy here, because I'm always approaching this from a business standpoint. Okay. You've done lots of movies. Before you do the movie, you negotiate a fee for your acting in that movie, right? Once the acting is done, you get your check. Now, every deal is different.
And your residuals.
Right, you get residuals off the movie.
Yeah.
Right? So if the movie blows up...
Forever.
Yeah. If the movie blows up, you will get a piece of that movie, and depending on what you negotiate, that might be a big piece or it might be a small piece. Okay? Now, I run, a business where some of my guests get paid as well, right? We work out an appearance fee. They come in, they do the interview, they get a check. If the interview does well, cool. But if it doesn't do well, they get their check. In all the years I've ever done business or seen business, I've seen people get upset because they got paid a certain amount of money and then the project does well and they felt, oh, well, I should have gotten more money. But I've never, ever seen someone say, wow, I got paid this amount and the project you worked on bombed and you lost money. Let me give you some of the money back because I've contributed to this loss of yours. Maybe my acting wasn't on point or whatever else. I've never seen an artist get signed to a label, bomb, and then give back their advance.
Well, you won't, because that's unrealistic.
It's unrealistic, but I'm saying it can't go both ways. You can't complain that you didn't get as much when it does well, but then say, well, that's your problem when it does badly. And
in comedy, I've seen comics that come and bomb and still get paid. Why did you get paid?
But it doesn't matter if they bomb or not, as long as there's asses in the seats.
Right.
As long as they sell out that venue, it doesn't matter.
That's why even
those people may not come.
Now, facts. He made a point. Oh shit! Now he made a point. Damn, stupid StreamYard. I'm trying to.
Instagram get hired because they can fill the club.
They can fill the seats.
Now, whether the audience
if you fill the seats. I'm saying, well, but you get your money even before you fill the seats, right? I mean, do you ever do comedy shows that's based on the amount of people that show up after the fact?
Sometimes it's different.
Okay, sometimes it's a little different, but as a whole, if you have a guaranteed fee, if that project loses money, and let me tell you, I've done a lot of interviews that have lost money. Here's a big guest. I'm thinking it's going to do well. They do their job. They come in, they answer all the questions, whatever else. The interview ends up maybe getting 1 million views total. And once you count the appearance fee, the booking fee, the studio, the cameraman, the editing, I'm in the hole.
Shit. If it's like that, I will never interview a celebrity. I'll stick to my hood interviews. Like, hey, we need things done around here. What you think needs to be done? Because I got to figure out the questions. Right now, I don't know. But y'all get my point. Like, screw that. Like, yo, I'm going to be fucked up. Like, no, hey, yo, you want to build with me? Like, let's do this together. Like, no. That shit is crazy. I wonder how much how much a celebrity would charge to get an interview like with Vlad TV or with like No Jumper or any of these bloggers that are on here. Like, I wonder.
Times for 5 figures. I can't ask that person for some money back. I got to hold that.
You got to charge it to the game.
I got to charge it to the game. Do you know who doesn't complain about getting the short end of the stick?
Me.
Hey, she said me. Hold on. I got to go back to that. But Lonnie just made me laugh. Yo, because, you know what's crazy? I don't blame Lonnie for that. Because Taraji had a chance to speak up, and it's kind of like, yo, you're doing it now because of what happened with Oprah, and I understand the situation, but when people were speaking about this back then, where are the women at? Where were all the women at? I felt as though like, okay, she must be getting paid good because ain't nobody standing up for the let's get the women paid equally as men, right? I mean, maybe I'm tripping on what I'm saying right now, but where were the women at now? So, I mean, I understand. I feel as though because Taraji's a little bigger than Monique, a lot of people are jumping now, like, oh shit, Taraji. But hey, I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. But before Monique, before Taraji, there were women speaking on this. There were women fighting for equal rights for women, you know, for the women to get paid as equal as the men. Remember when the shit was happening? What was it? I don't want to say it right. NWNBA, whatever, the women's basketball team, like I don't know what it's called. I don't get me the line. I don't watch sports. I've just heard about it. I guess he's done good with Lil Boozy. Yep. I think he has. Haha, but I agree. Before you do the job, there's a contract you personally negotiate and made regardless of how the movie does. That's a fact. That's a fact right there. So a lot of this is confusing, but I get the whole point, the whole purpose of, you know, paying women to, you know, getting women to get paid. But what's got me messed up is, right, I don't want to sit here and get treated the same way as a man because I'm not a man. I want to get treated as a woman. Like I'm already having a hard time trying to, you know, fit in my head and understand these men that think that are women, these men that are out here fighting as women, the men that are out here trying to take the men from the women. So it's kind of like, I don't want to be treated just like a man, but I do want to get, you know, my rights out there. Like, yeah, I want to get paid as equally as you if I'm doing a job as hard as you and I'm completing it and I'm doing this and I deserve my, you know, I deserve my rights. I deserve what I've worked for. Like, I'm not going to sit here and me and him did the same job, right? But just because he's a man and we did the same amount of hours, right? And I put in just as much as work as he did, or probably a little more, he's still getting paid more than me. And I get the point. But for that to work, we have to sit here and do something about it and not bitch and fight about it. Like, we're sitting here for equal rights, not sitting here trying to be more than a man, because some of us females take it overboard. And I'm sorry to say it, like, you out here, they say think like a man and act like a lady. They don't say be a man and act like a lady. Like, what the hell? I'm sorry, I'm not trying to bring any female down, but some of y'all really do take it overboard. Y'all out here fighting men, acting like men, trying to like do the things like the men do. Like, no, that don't mean that. Like, let's get our shit right. Let's get our morals on. Like, let's respect ourselves as women in order to get this done. We don't gotta act like fools out here. Like, for real, for real. I'm trying to say it the nicest way because I've been striked on YouTube for certain words, you know, that I've said. So I'm hoping that this is the nicest that I can say it and it doesn't go over people's head or underneath their heads. Like, yo, because I'm trying. I'm really trying.
Booking fee, the studio, the cameraman, the editing. I'm in the hole. Sometimes for 5 figures. I can't ask that person for some money back. I got to hold that.
You got to charge it to the game.
I got to charge it to the game. Do you know who doesn't complain about getting the short end of the stick?
He said 5 figures, though. Like, you think I'm going to pay somebody to be on my podcast 5 figures? Like, yo, 5 figures. Like, right now, the house that I'm in was given to me by my mama. Shit, and before I had this house, I was sitting here paying a stack in rent. Like $1,000 in rent. Man, I'll really be homeless. Like, I'll be one of those. Like, yo, I decided to sit here and be a fanatic. And for some reason, I don't know why I was so stupid. I just wanted to interview the celebrity so bad, but I had to thinking that I was gonna get money. I had to pay the celebrity and pay. Nah, man. I'll stick to my hood podcasting. Let's interview the people in the hood.
Me.
The person who owns the stick.
Yeah.
So my whole thing is that for years, and I've, you know, they do their job. They come in, they answer all the questions, whatever else. The interview ends up maybe getting 1 million views total. And once you count the appearance fee, the booking fee, the studio, the cameraman, the editing, I'm in the hole. Sometimes for 5 figures.
That's a lot.
I can't ask that person for some money back. I got to hold that.
You got to charge it to the game.
I got to charge it to the game. Do you know who doesn't complain about getting the short end of the stick?
Me.
The person who owns the stick.
Yeah.
So my whole thing is that for years, and I've argued with people, you know, like the Hughes brothers and stuff like that. It's like, why do people, actors, directors, whatever, constantly complain that they're not getting paid what they feel they should get paid when they could do their own projects, and they've always been able to do their own projects?
That's a good question. And what's crazy is that's what Cat Williams was talking about on how Ice Cube's, you know, Ice Cube get his money. He made it like people was complaining about how much Ice Cube paid for when, you know, the first Friday came out and stuff like that. And man, that movie was so good. I didn't even know that movie was a low budget film. So it's kind of like crazy. Like you're going to get paid. Like you should know. Like Cat Williams was like, I didn't complain. I didn't really hear him complain, but you heard a lot of people complain about it. But you knew what you was going to get paid, and then you knew that Ice Cube was just starting off. It's just crazy. It makes no sense. Like to me, a lot of this stuff. So yeah, that's why I laugh and I agree with Lonnie. Like she makes a good point. And by the way, if y'all haven't checked Lonnie out, go make sure y'all check out Lonnie. Make sure y'all sub up to Lonnie. Like, listen, man. I don't know if Lonnie gonna get back to it or not, but she is a little bit like Lonnie be funny as hell. Like I'm gonna start calling her channel welcome to Tea Time with Empress Lonnie One Love, because that's what it is. It's kind of like watching Lovely Tea and all of them, like Nick at Night, but she kind of does YouTube gossip. It's a mixture of everything: celebrities, bloggers, YouTubers. So yeah, she's funny. If you haven't subbed up to Lonnie, make sure you do. Lonnie, if you can. I don't know if you have left your link there, but you can drop it.
Michael Jai White, my friend, who just was on here, he said, okay, you don't want to hire me for action movies? I'll do that. I'll Johnny Black myself. I'll write it, direct it, get a few investors. Taraji doesn't know any millionaires that'll throw a little bit of money into a project that she wants to do. Seriously. It just annoys me because very few actors actually do their own films. And why is that? I have yet to hear a great explanation for this.
I can't tell you.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. That's one good question that Vlad TV has asked right now. Like, why don't they? A lot of them have made good money to the point where I think they can make their own movies. So why not? Why not come up with a, and then get the funds from, because it's crazy. Who was it? There was Cat Williams was talking about it on how they get, the funds and come together to make these movies, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Like, yo, listen, man, hate this man or not. I don't know him to hate him. I don't know him to love him. I just know that he interviews celebrities. That's it. So listen, hate him or not, he made a great point right here, and it's a good question to ask a lot of these celebrities. Like, why can't they make their own movies? I know damn well if a lot of us had the money in our pockets and we wanted to make our own movie, we would sit here and do it that way. We would, find ways to sit here and get producers together and get the money together, and boom, boom, we got the movie, boom. Like, I don't get it. Ice Cube is a big example of that being done.
There you go. Thank you. I've proven my point. Because
I'm not in that position.
Okay.
If I was in that position, I'd be able to speak on that. I'm not in that position. I hope to be. I do have ideas and projects that I want to do too. But like you say, it takes a lot.
Well,
and you got to have dependable people. You got to pay this one. You got to pay that. Blah, 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 blah.
It takes a lot, but you could also do it for not a lot.
Yeah, you can.
You could film a whole film on your iPhone. You could call in, so many people. Like,
you're not lying. This man spitting some gems out there for those of y'all that You can. Like, I've seen my oldest son like try to work on that, and he was working on coding when he was on the private school. Right now, he's in Virginia with his aunt and stuff like that. But when he was doing the coding stuff, they was teaching him how to do film and all that. And look, he loved them iPhones for a reason, and it's because of that. And what's crazy is I can make a whole movie on my Android. A little more difficult than the iPhone because I seen how they do it, but me and iPhones don't get along, man. Screw that.
Like, you think that if you ask Cat Williams to do a couple of speaking roles in your upcoming film, he would charge you? Seriously.
I don't.
Yeah, he'll just show up because he's your friend. You know everybody. You could have 1 million cameos all for free. You could ask me to come, play a role. I'll just do it just to be part of it.
Yeah, I'm not complaining though. I'm not one of the ones complaining.
You're not one of the ones complaining. Well, out of all the films you've done, what was the most you've ever gotten for a
Borat?
film?
No doubt. Straight Borat. Up. No, not without question. Still to this day.
Can you say how much or no?
Oh, definitely over $1 million.
You got over $1 million for Borat?
Yeah, because the first check I ever got for Borat was 167,000 some odd.
That was a good movie, y'all. And I don't know if that's good, how much she got paid, but that's not bad. Like, if I didn't have no kids and that would have been my first movie right there, I would have thought about investing that first paycheck into a business. And what's crazy is the first thing I would have invested that check into would have been a community center. Because, for the longest, I've been wanting to open up a community center with all the ideas that I have. And I swear that if I had the funds right now, I would do it. Like, it's a matter of investing, and people don't get that. It's like when you in the streets, a lot of these people don't get it. Like, y'all out there, y'all hustling, y'all doing what y'all doing, right? But a lot of y'all make all this money and still stay in the game. Keep getting locked up and losing this money, blah, blah. Listen, no matter how you say, I'm going to make it right back. But what's the point when you can sit here and invest all this money you made, right, into something that you really want to do? But a lot of people get into that game and don't know how to come out of it.
$5, the first one.
And it just kept coming.
And the movie's 15 years old.
Aha.
Damn.
And I still get residuals in the 4 figures.
And you're not even the star of that movie.
No, but there's only 5 people to pay.
I got you. Right.
That's why. Damn, there were only 5 people. I just realized that. Damn, 5 people. No wonder she got over $1 million for that movie. And that drawing made money. Like, that was a good movie. I'm not gonna lie. Like, for those of y'all that haven't checked it, I would suggest Google it and watch it. And y'all let Shorty know if y'all think it's a good movie or not. To me, it was. Listen, I like Luenell, so to each his own.
See,
but I'm sure. What was Borat's real name?
Sasha
Cohen.
Sasha Baron Cohen.
Baron Cohen. I'm sure his check is nice.
Way more. What? Humongous.
Did he do that project himself, or did he go through a big studio?
I don't remember. I think he probably did his
Wasn't much to do. You know what I'm saying?
No, we had to go to Romania and shit.
Yeah, but I'm saying it wasn't a Marvel movie.
No.
There's no CGI.
But it was nominated for an Academy Award.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And here's an example of someone that said, I just do it myself.
Yeah, he had been doing his brand anyway, right?
Exactly.
And so,
like, for example, Terrence Howard said he only got $12,000 for Hustle and Flow.
Well, at that time, what was that? How old is that movie now?
In the 90s, I think.
$12,000 then, and $12,000.
2005. Sorry, 2005.
18 years ago.
Yeah, it was a good film. It was an independent film, though.
Yeah.
It had. Let me see. It had.
I liked that movie. I didn't even know it was a low budget film once again, and it was something that Terrence Howard did, and he's not lying. But I didn't know it was a low budget film.
Total budget of $2.8 million.
Taraji once again.
Yes, Taraji once again. Exactly. Annalise Neal, Paula J. Parker,
Anthony Anderson.
There were some, and Anthony Anderson is one hell of, he funny as hell to me. I don't know about y'all, but I think Anthony Anderson funny as hell.
John Singleton had his hands in it. It cost $2.8 million and it made $23.5 million at the box office.
And by the way, sidebar, back when you was asking me about the wage disparity when we were talking about Taraji in the beginning, and I went off on this tangent about the men and the women and shit. That's because just I had an edible and I got off track for a minute. Just want to let you know.
All good.
I acknowledge that.
Yeah, I mean, look, listen. There has never been a better time to create independent.
Why we gotta blame the edibles? Why we blaming the edibles? Come on, Luenell. It wasn't the edibles. You wanted to say that. I'm just playing.
Projects, whether it's video, movies,
I agree,
music, whatever, plays, whatever else. Like, I remember when I first got into the video business, my first project was the documentary Ghost Ride the Whip, right? Which you watched it, right?
About the Oakland?
About the hyphen movement.
Yeah,
exactly. Everyone in Oakland watched it. You know what I'm saying? Town business. So I remember I got $25,000 for that project, and I never saw a residual check ever in life. I think it was on Netflix at one point, and I think it was on BET at one point. And their thing was like, "Oh, we haven't recouped yet."
I can top that.
How's that?
The movie that the Cat Tour made, American Hustle. I was Pimp Chronicles tour. It was me, Red Grant, Melanie Camacho, and Cat. The tour was so popular, we made a movie, American Hustle, right? It was about road tripping and doing comedy and ending up at the Ari Crown Theater in Chicago. We didn't get paid. I went to SAG to sue these motherfuckers. The company disbanded.
Right.
Everybody took their money and ran. We ain't seen them since.
Yeah.
And that movie was hugely popular. DVD sales and all that kind of stuff. We ain't got no money for that.
Now listen,
we're owed a lot of money for that.
Yeah, I feel your pain. I worked my ass off on this documentary for like 4 months, like literally in the editing bay every night with my man David Wilson. Like literally, no, move this, move. Okay, we're gonna go shoot some more. Oh, fly over here to move this, that. Oh, it's a great project. $25,000, never residual ever. And at the time, I was launching Vlad TV on YouTube. There wasn't a lot of people on YouTube at the time, and I'm like, I'm just gonna focus on this. I'm just gonna do this because at least I know the accounting is gonna be straight. YouTube ain't gonna rob me on the accounting, and I'm not gonna make a lot of money in the beginning, but I will own everything. And over time, I was like, what I'm making, I think, is dope. And over time, it's going to become more and more valuable. And I was right. And to this day, I have not done any movies. I mean, I did the Boondocks. I get my little $1.50 residual check every so often. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, shit. He came out in the Boondocks? I didn't even know. What part of the Boondocks? I mean, what season?
I do little things here and there. But I've never really approached any of these Hollywood companies to do anything because I'm like, I'd rather just do it myself and own it and not complain that I'm not getting paid what I think I should be paid because I own it. And when people come to me, they want to use it, they got to pay. I don't license for anything for less than $10,000. You know what I'm saying? Well, if you don't like it, go somewhere else. I'm the only one that has it. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if it's more than what you expected to pay. That's your problem. That's not mine. And really, that's what the studios have been doing this whole time. They've been just paying for everything and owning everything. And sometimes it does well, sometimes it does bad. But over time, as long as you have good projects with good people, they will make money and so forth. So I feel that everyone who's complaining that feels that it's unfair, I don't understand why they're not doing it themselves.
That's a very good question, a very good point.
Thank you.
Once again, I don't know anything about that because I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
I'm fine. I'm fine with everything that's going on in my life right now.
But you also do stand up as well as acting. I feel like acting is probably secondary in terms of your overall revenue.
Yes, stand up for me is first, and probably theater for me would be second because of the audience interaction.
Yeah.
Then television I like third because we get rehearsal before we film. And movies is the last thing that I like to do because you got to show up and they start shooting like, well, help me, wait a minute, and it'd take a year for a movie to come out. And
right.
Just a drag.
Well, speaking of Hollywood, what I would say is the biggest up and coming star.
All right. So I'm going to leave it there because what I really wanted to hear I already heard. This shows you guys that, listen, man, we need to start teaching our kids how to, start saving their money. What the heck did I just click on that this won't go away? There we go. All right. We need to start teaching our kids about, saving their money. What's crazy is I've been talking about, these kids already, they can get their license, their little permits, whatever y'all want to call them. Here we call them permits, like little working papers, right? For them to start working at 13 and 14. See, a lot of people not used to that, and it's been already going on for years. So I've been talking about it for the past maybe 3-4 years. I would say, when did I start this? 2019, 2020, 21, 22, 23, 24. That makes 5 years. I've been talking about finding programs where we can get our preteens jobs and stuff like that, where they can start saving. And for a lot of people that don't know, you as parents can sit here, either leave your child with the option to collect their taxes when they're 18, or you could sit here and take them and collect the taxes with them. You being the parent, you can collect your child's taxes. Like, y'all got to look into it, see how it is in your state, where you're at, where you're from. But I'm just, giving you a little stepping stone for y'all to step on. That little first step is up to y'all. Like, a lot of people know about this. A lot of people pretend not to know about it. A lot of people just don't want their kids to work at a young age. Like, hold on one second, guys. I have to answer this. So let me put this on real. Oh, there. Give me 1 second. All right, my bad. I had to answer that call. But yeah, it's showing us that, like, and what's crazy when it comes to, the idea that I have for the community center, like, for a lot of people that don't know, I do got my license, I got my permit, I got all that. Now, I've had it for a while. At first I was lost trying to figure out what to do. And then little by little I started learning different things. So now it's just a matter of me trying to get there in that position to, help the kids. So in order for me to do that, I have to, do what I gotta do. So hopefully I can accomplish what I'm trying to do. Slipping off the chair. And do this because we don't need trading and coding in just the colleges and some high schools. We need that like everywhere. Like, I'm hoping that I'm able to get some of that into, like, as part of a program into the community center, along with, way more programs like workshops and stuff like that, where these kids can, get prepared and start, their own careers, get, their own jobs, that by the time they're 18, by the time they're 19, 20, and 21, they could probably start their own business, probably even start a business way before that. But where a lot of people don't want to give them the opportunity. Shout out to the people out here that are bringing those types of programs in and much more. So that's what I'm trying to do. And I'm trying to put it into, like, hopefully if this works, we can get more community centers out there and much more. So, like, it's taking me a minute because, like, when I first started, I was, being pushed everywhere. And then I had to figure all this out on my own. And as I was figuring everything out, and doing what I was doing with my son and stuff like that, I was listening to the kids and much more. I came up with all these ideas. And the crazy part is that now all I need to do is come up with the funds to do this. That's all I need. Because when I had the opportunity to do this show, I had obstacle on top of obstacle. But now that I've, like, figured out how to come certain obstacles and figured out how to stand tall and not fall, now it's like, all right, this is how you're going to do it. This is what you got to do. Now I got to show everybody, look, this is what we got to do. We want this, we want that. But people not listening. So since they not listening and they're the ones listening, they're the ones I'm going to help guide up. And in the process, find everything that I need to do to give them so that they can, so that I can lead them into, the proper direction into the future. Like, yo, hey, everybody want to make something so hard when in reality it's right there in front of our faces. We as adults, we got the resources, and sometimes it's just it is all about us coming together. And a lot of people fail to realize that. And a lot of us women can actually get this done. We just need to stop beefing and just for longer than just a minute or maybe a week or two, get along and get these things done and accomplished because we can help our youth. Like, yo, but you know what? This what I really wanted to show y'all. This is what I wanted to, talk to y'all about. I'm glad that Luenell said what she said in that interview. For those of y'all that want to watch the rest of the interview, y'all can go check out Vlad TV. I'm gonna leave the link as soon as I get a chance. But a lot of y'all know how to get to Vlad TV and check out his whole interview. The interview is like an hour and some change long. We did 30 minutes of the interview. Got to the part that I wanted to. So hey, listen, like I said throughout that interview, in my opinion, Taraji P. Henson, listen, even though I love her acting, I gotta sit here and cut it down the middle. She should have been spoke up on this and she been noticed it. Like, why speak up on it so late? Like, it's like with the women that sit here and wait to speak up when they have to, accuse a man of something. Why did you wait? That kind of like leaves people thinking. Like, when you had opportunities, you didn't step up and do it. Like, it's crazy. It's so many things. Like, this is the podcast. Like, I leave the links there. I'm gonna do another live. I'm about to end this one though. I want to thank everybody that's come up. The show support is rocking out with a shorty, has rocked out with a shorty. Left y'all opinions. Trust me, y'all opinions matter. We're not here to judge nobody. We're not here to bring nobody down. This podcast is actually to help bring solutions to the table, for us to bring resolutions. As a leader of my community, I feel as though we can talk about it. Like, those that don't want to talk about it, you don't have to be here. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. Like, a lot of people don't, always like what I say. Some people agree, some disagree, and I don't want everybody to agree. I'm not sitting here. I don't want nobody to kiss my ass. Like, I'm here for us to really give our honest opinions. And, like I've said, I've had people come on here, say their story, speak their, truth, and it's helped some, some of our youth. It's helped some of our women. And that feels good. Like, shout out to those people that have come on here, given their perspectives, have spoken up, said what they've had to say, and actually motivated other people to speak up on their truth. Because people, like, listen, man, you never know how your story can impact another life. And that's why we're here. Like, I tell a lot of people, I started off by speaking on what happened with my son. Then after I sat here and I fought the system and got justice for my son. Not the way I wanted it, but my son is free outside on these streets, not behind bars. You see where I'm coming from? Like, he's out here. He's alive. So at the end of the day, I won a battle. I didn't win the war. I won a battle. And in order for us to win the war, we're going to have to be united in prayer. Like, united, like real shit, united, all of us. We don't have to get down on one knee. We don't have to sit here and, how can I say, sing kumbaya. Like, shit. Like, all we have to do is just come together. It doesn't matter. We all stand in a circle and unite in prayer. Sit. I got it. Sit. Come here, boy. Come here. Right here. So it's a matter of, it's us. It's up to us. So if we want change and hold on, we want to make a difference. Boy, I'm not going to be able to finish the podcast. So we want change. We want to make a difference. We're going to have to unite. That's the best that I can say right now. I want to say more, but I'm going to have to go on, set another live. So just, if you're not subbed up, make sure you subbed up, because I don't schedule lives. I don't like disappointing people. I've scheduled lives before. Tomorrow's never promised. There's so many things that happen that, listen, man, I cannot schedule a live. I just, come on. I pop up. I say what I got to say, react to what I got to react to, and leave it as that. So listen, man, I hope that y'all enjoyed the content today. I hope y'all understand where I'm coming from and why I reacted to this video. Leave y'all comments. Let us shorty know what y'all think about the situation and how y'all feel about, the job situations, women equality on the, working environment, and us trying to bring more resources to get our preteens and our teens better jobs and more jobs. So on that note, till next time, this y'all shorty Rachel. I hope all of y'all have a blessed and humble day and continue to have a blessed and humble day.